After dropping off their troops and supplies on Wake Island, the ships of the invasion fleet set a course due east and make best speed. With only a few hours until sunrise, they know the Japanese are going to be up in the skies, looking to dish out some punishment. Although the warships of the group can make pretty good speed, they're forced to maintain 16 knots so as not to leave the very valuable transport ships unescorted. It's a race against time, as the enemy is known to be vengeful and merciless, even at this early stage of the war. These ships need to get out of range of that airbase, because everybody knows they will be shown no mercy if they don't. Well, we didn't make it. Not a surprise there. We got a flight of bombers and we got a flight of torpedo planes coming in. Unless more show up, this might not be too bad. Can't really tell if they're going for one of the transports or the Colorado. I can almost guarantee these torpedo planes are going to be going for the Colorado. Can't see them yet. There they are right there, heading right for the Colorado. So I'm hoping that the Atlanta can get them out of the way. It looks like they may be going for the Farragut here. Yep, they're turning a little bit. Or Macaulay. They may be going for Macaulay. But we did get them all down. We got this Atlanta here out in front of everybody. Colorado's not exactly the most maneuverable ships here. Wow, look at all that. I think we got all but one of them, and she did drop her torpedo, so could go really bad. Alright. It's going to take it right on the bow. And it was a dud. Colorado, you lucky, lucky, lucky ship, you. Oh boy. That could have gone real bad. But thanks to the Atlanta here, we managed to get through it. A-okay. Okay, down here by Milne Bay, we have the sighting of 10 ships, maybe 2 battleships, 1 fast battleship. I've launched the Beaufighters, armed with bombs. Once I can, I'm going to launch the other 3 planes that we have available to strike this group here. This right here, I've seen about, I don't know, 5 or 6 of them. Encounters with planes and never actually came across a plane, so, except for now. Yes. What do we have? Float planes, the Zero version of the float plane. A whole lot of them. So, we're going to see how our P-38 does against these guys. Shoot. Wiped out 2 of them, then got shot down. So, given we don't have a whole lot to work with down there, that was definitely not a fair trade. Not used to this part of the map being so far south, but we'll get... Gonna ignore that for now. Milne Bay ready to launch. We're gonna throw up some Beauforts. We'll send them up with this. Send them there. And them there. I don't think we have anything we can launch from here. Nothing that would do us any good down there, so here we go. Alright, let's get into this. Both forts and both fighters are moving in. We only have 3 of each. So we're gonna hit the same ship. We're going to all target the Congo. Put these guys in line ahead. Right now, both fighters are climbing up to altitude. They are moving in on the attack. We're going to slow them down. I'm going to continue with the manual bombing that I was doing in the last campaign just because it seemed to work out fairly good for me. Don't know if I particularly trust the AI to handle the bombing runs, especially on target as large and important as a Congo. We also have another battleship there. I believe it's Issei. We are all going to target the Congo, though, so let's get this... Get our first bombing run in the books here. Like she's turning slightly to the left. Going 22 knots. Alright, everybody dropped. Hey, Beauforts. Have to do some maneuvering here. Let's see if we scored any hits. Got a couple on the stern. Not going to do too much. It slowed her down a little bit, but I did outfit them with, I believe, 2 500-pound bombs and then 2 500-pound semi-armor piercing bombs. Didn't really do the damage I was hoping for there. While we're maneuvering in position, we also have a collection of heavy cruisers. There's the, I'll say it's an Issei. So, then the standard destroyers that are escorting the battleships. But we are targeting the Congo, and we're smoking even though we're only at 8,000 feet. So, get up to 10,000 feet, she's down to 15 knots, so we did do some damage to her. Gonna try and come at her from the aft here. Like we may have a potential meet and greet happening right over here. Guess anything is possible here. Alright, we should swing back around now. She's still slowly turning to the left. Like we might straddle her a little bit on this one here. But we're gonna drop. Turn into the left again and drop. And they didn't drop. Why did they not drop? Oh. Bomb bay doors are open. Well, that's something I'm gonna have to get used to. Alright, well, we're gonna speed out of here. We're gonna change our targets. Actually, it's a little too late now. And we are taking damage from the anti-aircraft fire. That's something I completely forgot about. Having to open the bomb bay doors on some of these guys. Right. Also, I have some Kitty Hawks in the area. You could send them back to draw their attention. I don't want to lose the Kitty Hawks for the time being. Not really sure why I'm so concerned with it. We don't have much of a defense going on down there in Milne Bay. But it's still something I don't want to lose. Alright. Oh, she's maneuvering. Looks like she's running pretty straight now. Back up to 24 knots, so whatever damage she had, she got fixed. Turning, looks like a little bit to the left. Oh, she's running straight. Drop. Come out like this. So let's see how we did here. Okay, we did score some fairly decent hits on the Congo, but minor damage and no flooding. These two destroyers, which looks like they collided, caused more damage to each other than we did to the Congo with our bombs. So that's a pretty sturdy battleship right there. Both forts are going to leave the area, return to base, and grab some more bombs. Although I have a sneaky suspicion that that group's heading right there to level the airfield, in which case they aren't going to have anything to take off from. So, right. So that being out in this area here, they didn't drop off any troops. They didn't bomb the base. So I think it might be safe to assume that we sent them back. Just the slight damage that we did cause sent them back. Taking a look at the situation here on Port Moresby. Actually, it looks like we're winning the fight down there. I know I've been advised to send forces down here to Port Moresby. It's not a bad idea. It's a long trek down there. We're a day away from getting more command points, so that may very well be in the books. First priority is still Wake Island, though. So we're going to take Wake, possibly try and skirt the edge of the map here, and then run this area here, the Solomons. But that's going to have to be a pretty sizable force with a lot of air cover for me to feel comfortable sending them in there like that. Alright, so we got our weekly command points in. We only got, I want to say, less than 40. A little bit discouraged by that. I thought I'd get more, but that's okay, I guess. We're going to add 2 more trip group merchant ships. We're going to add 2 more merchant ships. Whoops, make that 2 more merchant ships. Merge them up with this group here. So we can... let's grab supplies. Supplies. Grab supplies with you too. So that'll put another 21, 24, 2,500 troops. Well, 2,700 troops on the ground. Then we're going to send them back. 68 hours. I forget that the scale of this map, everything takes so much longer to get anywhere from Midway. We do have 55 left, so I'm going to... Geez, I don't even know what to do with those. Definitely going to be a long haul, so I'm going to think about it for a little bit, throw something together, and I will let you know what that is. Small supply force consisting of 2 destroyers and 2 transports sets out for New Guinea. Appropriately named the Kokoda Express, they're carrying supplies to the troops fighting on New Guinea at Port Moresby and Milne Bay. Although commanders at Port Moresby report the defeat of the Japanese troops attempting to take over the base, commanders in Midway know that the Japanese have further ambitions in the Solomon Islands, and that base must be defended at all cost. The other big news of the first week of the Pacific War is the taking or retaking of Wake Island. Already loaded with troops and supplies, the invasion convoy changes course and sets a new heading. Their new objective, Tarawa. With the timely defeat of Japanese forces on Wake Island, a new surface group is put together and sent out. Named Base Supply Force, this fleet will become one of the most important groups in theater. They will be running supplies, engineering, and fuel to the bases throughout the Pacific as they fall into Allied hands. With these supplies, engineers will be working hard around the clock, building the airfields, building the ports, and giving Allied forces forward operating bases to launch further offensives against other objectives held by the enemy. Although things have been relatively quiet for submarines in theater, the crews of these vessels know that that's about to change. Orders come through to advance the screen into more heavily defended waters. Subs set course for waters around Truk, Guam, and as far south into the Solomons as Rabaul. American submarines aren't the only submersibles on the hunt, though. En route to rendezvous with her sister ship, USS Hull becomes the first victim of the Japanese silent service. It isn't long before the U.S. Navy gets their chance at revenge. USS Tautog comes across a Japanese surface force and goes to flank speed to get into position to attack, because her revenge is going to be twofold. Although this surface fleet includes plenty of escorts, the risk is deemed appropriate because the fleet includes one of the perpetrators of the Pearl Harbor attack, Japanese flattop Akagi. Alright, Tautog is kind of at the extreme range of her torpedoes. Really bad solution, but we are going to launch on her, on the Akagi, and see what we can do. I've got a... It's slowly going up, kind of up and down, up and down, up and down, but I'm going to launch now. 6 torpedoes. One degree spread. Alright, let's see how these torpedoes do here. Did launch at a really nasty angle, but 1 dud. 2 duds. 1 hit. 2 hits. And a dud. So 2 hits for the Tautog. 3 hits. Guess I miscounted there. So 3 hits into the Akagi. She does have fires. At least all the torpedoes hit. The angle that they were coming at, I was not sure if they were going to hit. So Tautog needs to slow down. Stop cavitating and then head out before she dies. See what the damages are. Heavy and moderate. If those fires develop, we could see possible sinking. Here's Tautog out here. Of course, now I'm not going to be able to click on the ships to see them. So, go down, Tautog. Pretty sure I told you to do that. What's the sea state here? Sea state is 4. No layer. Tautog's going to try and get out of here. Let's see if we can get back onto the Akagi out here. There we go. Alright, she's down to 15 knots. Destroyers are turning back. They know we're here. Just a matter of dodging them, letting these fires develop on the Akagi. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Thinking a carrier in the second episode, I could take that. Perfectly acceptable with that. Okay, I have let it play out for quite some time. The damages on the Akagi haven't changed. They did get their fires out before I lost sight of them. Right now, we don't have any destroyers that are pinging us actively. Can't even really see them out there anymore. So, we are going to go back to the map. make plans for future here. Tautog, encountered them right in here. With any luck, they turn around and go back to truck. And we can re-engage them, possibly at a better angle. We're gonna do a quick patrol out here. Trout is heading over here. We're gonna redirect her kind of in a course like this for now. Brighton is heading down to the area north of Rabaul. Tambor is heading in between Peleliu and Guam. Thresher is going to be patrolling north of Tarawa. We've got our invasion force, which I redirected because we actually took Wake Island, which I wasn't expecting because they still had a good number of troops there. Somehow lost all of our supplies, but we took the island, so there's that. Then down in New Guinea, we are now firmly in control of Port Moresby. Our supply force, our base supply force is heading to Wake to drop off engineering, supplies, and fuel. I don't think I'm going to have enough to upgrade it to a level 3, but we need those for the air wing. We need the supplies for the air wing. The Kokoda Express, 2 destroyers, 2 supply ships, is going down to reinforce Port Moresby. It's the 7th of March right now, so it's been about 5 days since I started playing, and we did lose a destroyer. We were going to merge up the Warden and the one we lost, but we got torpedoed. There's that. So far we've lost 2 destroyers and have yet to sink an enemy ship, but that's coming. With the more aggressive stance we're going to be putting our subs in, I almost guarantee we're going to be encountering more enemy ships. So we are going to start this fight and start it very soon. Anyway, if you liked the episode, hit the like. If you have any tips or advice, leave those in the comment section down below. If you want to follow along through our Pacific campaign as the United States Navy and allies, hit the subscribe and you can come along with us, and we will see you for the next episode. Hey, 76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.